Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National Timely Action Hour podcast. This is the show where we talk about everything from comic books to movies and everything in between. My name is Aidan, and I hope that you're doing well today. In this episode, I am going to be discussing the top 10 Marvel Comics storylines, which I think should be adapted into animated films. Now, I don't know why Disney, of all companies, does not use their resources to make movies based on, animated movies based on Marvel Comics. It makes no sense to me whatsoever, but, this is the world we live in. But if they did decide to lock in and start making animated movies, these are the Marvel Comics storylines that I would like them to adapt. So at number 10, I have Marvels, which is pretty self-explanatory if you've read the story. It is a retelling of the history of the Marvel Universe from the Golden Age to the Bronze Age, and it's just a beautiful story, both visually and in terms of writing. At number 9, I have Black Panther, Panther's Rage. This is a classic story which I really adore, and I think it really lends itself to the animated format. At number 8, I have the X-Men Age of Apocalypse. Now, parts of this have been adapted into the X-Men, the animated series, but I think it could be a trilogy of films if they really wanted to tell the full story. But, yeah, I just think it's an epic story that deserves the spotlight. At number 7, I have the Avengers, the Kree-Skrull War. And again, part of this has been adapted into the TV show The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, but I think that you can make an epic space adventure movie with Earth elements with this story, because it's just great in my opinion. It's one of the best Avengers stories in my opinion. At number 6, I have the Invincible Iron Man Extremis, and this was one of those jumping on points that Marvel really pushed in the 2000s, and I think it is a very good story, and I think that it would make for a good film. Then at number 5, I have the Mighty Thor, the Ballad of Beta Ray Bill, and yeah, this is just an epic adventure that would make an incredible film or two-part movie, in my opinion. At number 4, I have The Incredible Hulk, The End. This is one of my personal favorite stories to feature the Hulk, and the story is haunting yet beautiful. The drawings are gorgeous, and they would really lend themselves to an animation style similar to Genndy Tartakovsky's. And I just think that it is a very cool story that more people should be aware of. At number 3, I have The Amazing Spider-Man Return of the Sinister Six. Now, again, this might have to be a Disney-Sony deal, but I would just like to see this story adapted into an animated movie, because it is just balls-to-the-wall action, and I love it. At number 2, I have the Fantastic Four, The Master Plan of Doctor Doom, and I think that this is a great example of classic Fantastic Four. And obviously with Doctor Doom as the villain, it lends itself to drama and bombastic action. Then at number 1, the last story I'd like to discuss right now is Captain America, He Who Holds the Cosmic Cube. This is a very, very cool story, and one of the best classic Cap stories that I've read, and I think it would be a really cool movie where you can blend different genres of sci-fi mixed with action, mixed with espionage. It would just be a really cool movie, in my opinion. And that's all I have for you today on this episode of the National Timely Action Hour podcast. Once again, my name is Aiden. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to listen to this episode. Please subscribe if you're new. Rate me and share this with your friends if they're interested in this sort of content. And on youtube.com you'll find my main channel, the National Timely Action Hour, where I make videos reviewing comic books and the movies based on them and video games. And thank you so much once again, and I sincerely hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye.